Okay, this video is about the Monongahela National Bank and also the Second National Bank. Firstly, I will cover the Monongahela National Bank, and then later in the video I'll give you a little history about the Second National Bank. The Monongahela National Bank, it's one of many buildings along Market Street in Brownsville, PA, which is part of the historical downtown Brownsville, PA. It's currently located beside the Monongahela Hotel, or the townhouse apartment buildings, which is one of the last videos that I did. Like I said, it's on Market Street. This last location of the bank is actually one of 4 locations that the bank has been housed at. And actually, I will try and take some more pictures when I go to Brownsville, because Brownsville does have several buildings that are in various states of decay, so I'll try and take a picture of some of the other locations if possible. But anyway, the first bank was opened in 1812 on 221 Front Street, and it was in like a commercial residential zone. And the first president lived only a short distance from the building, and the bank would stay there for 61 years, and then it would move to 320 Market Street in 1873, and then in 1902 it moved to a 2-story Italian building at 41 Market Street, which is one of the buildings I hope to take a picture of for you guys. And the president at this point was Charles Snowden. There's also a building right next to the 41 Market Street building called the Snowden Building. I hope to maybe get in that building as well. The building at the 41 Market Street location actually still looks like the bank that I went into, but it's missing the front facade because they took that over to the town's library. So the library is still habited and everything, so I won't explore that, but I can include a picture if you all want that. But in 1923, the bank decided to move again. This time it moved across the way to 46 Market Street, which is its current location. And the owners of the Monongahela National Bank, it was still under President Charles Snowden. He was approached by Samuel Leff, the current owner of the Monongahela Hotel, which had been rebuilt in 1911, about selling the bank. An agreement was reached, and a new hotel and bank were both finished in 1925. The bank had an upstairs annexed to the hotel and 20 rooms for overflow of the guests. And it was reached through an enclosed tunnel bridge that extended from the hotel to the bank. I did talk about that briefly in my other video about the townhouse apartments. I think it might have been part 2. But the bank became insolvent and closed in 1931, and the rooms were closed off from the hotel to cut off cost for the insurance purposes. So it was no longer used. So that's kind of the history of the bank. On the very far right side, it did have a soda shop at one time. Like I mentioned in the video about the townhouse apartment, there were various businesses along the storefronts, as well as the major businesses, including the banks. So I'm going to let my exploration take place now, and then later on I will do a little bit of history on the Second National Bank. So please enjoy. The Second National Bank was originally organized as the First National Bank of Brownsville in 1863, but due to banking laws, its charter ran slightly less than 20 years and it could not be renewed. A few months before the charter was set to expire, the bank voluntarily liquidated and reorganized in 1882 as the Second National Bank. In 1916, but in 1916 it constructed a new bank structure designed in the neoclassical style with a limestone facade across from the Flatiron Building. And the construction boom continued in Brownsville in the 1920s despite signs that the region's coal and coke industry was in trouble. Which is why Brownsville is in a state of kind of despair and decay because the industry has declined significantly since the turn of the century. Additionally, there was a new coking process that cut the dependency on the high-grade coal fields that were plentiful in the region. And then the Great Depression also halted growth. And this caused a long and painful decline in the prominence of Brownsville. The first sign of trouble from the Great Depression came in mid-1930 when financial troubles forced the Jubileer Bank to close. It was followed by the failure of the Brownsville Trust Company on August 18th. Spurred by the rapid decline of other banks in the city, the Monongahela National Bank and Second National Bank decided to merge on August 25th, consolidating $7 million into one institution. The merger had been planned for months, but the timing was deliberate. So essentially, and I did, like I said, I gave you a little bit of history of the Monongahela National Bank. But they basically are bookends on the end of Market Street there in Brownsville, PA. And the Second National Bank, it had a couple upper floors, but I was unable to get to them because the fire escape was missing some stairs, and I didn't have shoes that would let me get up to them, so I guess if I'm in Brownsville again, which I probably will be, if I have my actual like hiking shoes or something, I will maybe try and get to the upper floors if possible. So anyway, that's about all the history on the Second National Bank. So I'm going to go ahead and let you finish watching the little bit of video I got for the Second National Bank. And I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like. I do know that I sometimes pan too quickly in my videos. I'm really trying to work on that. So, but yeah, any comments or suggestions I do appreciate. Thanks for watching. Bye.